Well, how is it that the head of a notorious gang family right here in Omaha can be convicted in connection to 2 murders and still be getting out of prison before he's 50? Our Brian Mastery wanted to know as well. And in a story you will only see on 6, we took those questions to the felon himself, still behind bars at the Nebraska State Penitentiary, but not for long.
Terry Barfield will be a free man this Sunday after serving half of his 20-year sentence for second-degree murder. Half the sentence is forgiven under Nebraska's good time law.
People do change, you know what I'm saying? You can't always condemn people for what they did in the past. So I know I've done some ugly things in the past.
In an exclusive interview from inside the Nebraska State Penitentiary, the 48-year-old South family gang leader known as Big Bar says he's done with the gang life.
I'm 48 years old. See, I'm out the gang life and all that stuff. When I get out, I plan on, being a motivational speaker and helping out the kids and letting them know to go another way, because I done been through it all. I'm like a living testimony. I done did it all. I done had big money, gold, diamonds, jewelry, everything, cars, all that.
Originally, Terry Barfield was supposed to spend the rest of his life behind bars. So what happened? It was September 2003. Omaha detectives arrived at a shooting at 28th and U, the Southside Terrace Apartments. Prosecutors said Terry Barfield gave the gun to his nephew and urged him to settle a drug score by shooting the victim, Terrell Williams. A jury found Terry Barfield guilty of first-degree murder and sent him to prison for life. But 3 years later, the Supreme Court gave him a new trial because of prosecutor misconduct. The second trial, another conviction, but this time it's second-degree murder. What's striking to some is it's his second-degree murder conviction. In 1993, at the same South Omaha projects, Rufus Jones was gunned down. Terry Barfield spent 10 years in prison for that one.
It's somewhat shocking, I think, to most people that you see somebody who was convicted of 2 murders that they're out of prison this soon.
Omaha Police Union President John Wells says the Barfield case represents 2 more examples of the good time law gone wrong.
I think a lot of people believe that if you're convicted twice of second-degree murder, you would never get out of jail.
I'm blessed.
Terry Barfield tells me that when he's released this Sunday on Father's Day, he's not sticking around.
I don't plan on doing anything but doing the right thing. Just trying to avoid everything. I'm gonna leave the state very quick, so that's a fact.
Why do you want to leave Omaha? Do you think that you just need to get away from the old lifestyle?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Former prison officers who don't want to be named tell a different story, explaining to WWT6 News that it was well known that Barfield was a gang leader in prison. Wondering, can Terry Barfield really leave the South family life?
We'll wait and see. Just giving the lack of programming in the corrections department, the lack of mental health treatment, the lack of job training, I highly doubt it. I think it's a dubious proposition.
I'm gonna let the player haters and the doubters, keep doubting, while I'm, shining, doing the right thing, and being there for my kids and stuff.
As soon as he's out, Barfield plans to head to Florida or California, saying he'll eventually come back for his children. With photographer Jim Hinchuk, I'm Brian Master reporting, WWT6 News.
Brian tells us Barfield never had a parole hearing. Sunday is the day of his mandatory release. He tells Brian he completed a number of programs in prison to prepare him for life outside, classes on anger management and how to be a better father. He's also written a 205-page manuscript about his life in the South Omaha family.